DicePopuli will make you laugh and cry. Storytelling dungeon masters, won't you stop on by to Populi, DicePopuli? Please give the show a try. Do it for your favorite bards and do it for old Kyle.
It's the same music as Common Geeking Program, so I've heard you do exactly this before. Hello, and welcome to DicePopuli, but also kinda not really. Before we jump in, that intro jingle there before the theme, that was made by the fine folks over at the podcast Bombarded. We'll talk a little more about that later in the episode, but thank you. Love it. Such a great tone setter the day before Halloween. My name is Colin Ketchin. I am what I've been calling the headmaster of the Dicey Waters campaign. Nobody else calls me that.
Yeah, absolutely not. We have no respect for you whatsoever. And I'm Matt. I'm the editor, and I also play Maeve. And, we just want to give you guys a little bit of an update. We know we don't have an episode for you this week. We're sorry.
I was going to say it's because we hold a lot of disdain for our listeners, so we must punish them.
Oh, wait, that's Colin. We can't say that.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
I'm so cutting that.
Take two. We release DicePopuli episodes on the first and third Wednesday of every month. October has a fifth Wednesday.
Yay.
So that's a bit of a gap between episodes. We didn't want to leave you completely hanging, so we just wanted to take this opportunity to say a few things about what we've done so far, talk about where we're going, and hopefully get a little more involved with y'all patronizing our show.
Yeah, it's great. First of all, we just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been out there listening to us so far. A lot of the feedback is what drives us to keep this little homegrown project going. And it really, really does mean a lot.
Yeah, tremendously. I've heard universally positive things. It's all heard. It's all loved. We have like a couple group chats where whenever we get something positive,
we collectively lose our minds, and it really does reaffirm why we do this. And
yeah, and it's
a good time.
It's definitely motivated me to put even a little more effort into it. I think if you look at the music for Escape from Farpoint versus the music for It Came in the Night, which isn't even done yet, there is about 5 times as much music for It Came in the Night, and that's because, people said that they really like this.
We are interested in engaging more with you guys. Colin, if you want to talk a little bit more about that.
Yes, please. Thank you. Sip
welcome.
my onstage coffee. So as far as engagement, that really fun marketing word that every listener loves to hear, really all we mean is what we just said. The stuff, whenever you send things our way and we get to reply, it is a joy. It is absolutely a joy. We don't say it in the episodes, mostly because I don't. This is such a narrative sort of podcast, and the atmosphere is important. I don't really like stopping that momentum to say,
no, fuck ads.
Smash that subscribe button. It doesn't feel very good.
Like Raymond, like Raymond. Yeah, English. Do I speak?
We put that stuff in the episode show notes for every episode, how that works, but we're on Twitter and Instagram at DicePopuli. The whole point of those is...
we like hearing you say nice things about us.
The social media presence, what we're starting to do tracking that, something a lot of other Real Play podcasts do, is if you add us on either Twitter or Instagram, because we're active on both, then you will have the chance to enter your name or a name of your choosing for use in the program. Now, a little note on that, It Came in the Night, we finished recording that a while ago, so it's not going to happen over the rest of this arc. The next arc, which is going to be run by Josh, that arc is where we're going to start rolling in some of this stuff because we literally can now.
Should be a good time. I've been having a lot of fun doing stuff with that now.
So yeah, no, the next arc is probably going to drop December or January based on our timeline. As far as the online following, also, like I try to post is new art for different arcs and things like that, different episodes. If anybody is ever struck by the desire to render something or draw something or
honestly, do some sick stick figures.
That was maybe my favorite post was when we were doing above board and Josh just drew stick figures on a really bad boat and a single blue line for water. Like, I'm not kidding. We will post anything. This is not desperation. This is affection for all levels of artistic expression. This, if anybody has anything, throw it at us. We will repost it. As far as Fifth Wednesdays, well, we kind of just started the show and... so we didn't really have anything specific planned, but Matt, you had some ideas about how we want to handle these Fifth Wednesdays as they appear.
Yeah. So these happen sporadically throughout the year because thanks calendar. So we figure we'd just leave these Fifth Wednesdays as like a way to update you guys what's going on with the podcast. Maybe do some sick giveaways or contests or whatever. And
we also have been soliciting people to submit if you have ideas for items or adventures or anything. If anybody like submits an item that we end up not using, like I would totally use these bonus episodes to throw those in there. And if you have questions, we can do like a mailbag.
Please do not suggest an item called the Dildo of Darkness. It will not make it.
Yeah, I would absolutely give that thing a spotlight. Just because even though we don't want to use it, someone out there probably does. But yeah, for general engagement stuff, we love the people general engagement. We love the people who have been following and commenting, and we would love to see more of that. More specific, we have an idea that we want to test out.
It's just a little one.
It's just a baby. It's just a little tiny baby, Maeve-sized idea.
Just a little BB.
So we want to start, I guess, engagement campaigns, more or less. Not really advertising, because we don't want money to exchange hands. We just kind of want to make this work. So the campaigns, the idea is each month we'll kind of set a goal for simple ways for people to support and engage the show that are generally going to be not money related.
And then at the end, when we hit that goal, we'll do something funny. Or we'll do something for you guys because we really, why not give back more to the people who say they like hearing us talk for some reason?
So for the first one, for example, for the month of November, one thing we want to push is Apple Podcast reviews. Now, I know that not everybody listens on Apple Podcasts. We have a lot of listeners on other platforms. So this is just one goal. We are going to sort of move this around the field, and we want to cater to everybody, but we are also going to probably take things one step at a time.
Yep. Everyone will get a participation ribbon in the end.
I've actually started, I'm making them right now. If you hear the crinkling in the background, that is me wrapping your ribbons and embroidering them.
Because in the end, no one's a winner, but everyone is.
Oh, crap. Did I need that paper? No, I didn't. So what we want to set for November is Apple Podcast reviews. We want to get that number to 75. We will commit to releasing the PDF adventure for It Came in the Night as something that you can download for free off the website. We've always wanted to do as many of these as possible. So you just want to make sure that if we're going to put this out, that it is something that you guys care about. And if you've listened to It Came in the Night, you'll know it didn't really go the way...
This is the way that it was intended to be run, which, of course, we spectacularly derailed.
So yeah, if we get 75 Apple Podcast reviews by the start of December, then we will commit to releasing that after It Came in the Night has concluded. It'll likely be similar format to the Escape from Farpoint PDF. And then starting in December, we're going to push out another goal and another reward. And by and large, the rewards are going to be kind of like this. What content can we give you? But if you have any ideas for like, hey, I listen on this platform, I want to see this thing, just like everything else, throw it at us. We will 100% follow up on that to the best of our ability.
And you know what? Maybe someday we might even have hats that say DP on it. Because what more do you want than a hat that says DP and giant fucking Comic Sans letters on it?
Jesus Christ. Are the letters on the left white and the letters on the right in a yellow squircle? That's the Pornhub logo. Sorry. You can absolutely edit that out too.
No, you're editing.
Oh fuck.
You've already volunteered.
You're gonna hate how much pointless stuff makes it into this. No, I'll be good. I promise. I'll behave.
Cries an editor.
So that's basically it. We know that Patreon is a great platform for running this stuff. But again, we're not really looking to charge you. We're looking to talk to you, and we're looking to. I've even been mulling around like putting out soundtracks and stuff like that. So let us know what you want to hear or see, and we'll probably roll into that. Those are the specific notes on engagement. Matt, you had some other ideas.
I really wanted to do a raffle, but considering how poorly the last one went, I have absolutely no intention of doing that. So we're scratching that off the list here. So one thing that we were possibly thinking was, obviously 'tis the fucking season, right? Happy Halloween, happy birthday to me. Seriously. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, you name it. It's coming around this time of year. And we'd be interested in doing like some kind of holiday themed one-shots for an episode or something. If you have some kind of one-shot that you want to hear run, or something that you put together, or something that you found while browsing the dark web, something like that, shoot it towards us, and there's probably really something around that time.
But I really love that idea. I think because we didn't really know how this show was going to be received, we weren't like, let's plan a Halloween episode. But here we are, and we want to maybe do better, more interesting stuff in the future. The one Halloween theme thing we've got, our friends over at Bombarded, the completely music theory based multi-class bard podcast, they ran a couple ads for us, and they did a little jingle. You heard that jingle at the top of the episode. It was wonderful. So they write new songs every episode based on random dice rolls, and it's crazy. That one they did during the ad break on their Halloween Bombarded episode is great. We don't have a Halloween themed one shot, but we have that little thing. Super fun.
Yep. Super grateful to the guys out there. Really appreciate them working with us.
And for those of you who found us through them, thank you for jumping on board. Thanks for giving us a chance. For those of you who listen to Bombarded for the music theory, I hope that I cater to that. For those of you who don't, I hope everyone else on the show doing everything caters to that. We are thrilled.
It makes us feel warm and bubbly inside.
It does. And in case you haven't been able to tell by the weirdly consistently dark tone of our show, that is a sensation that is not common.
We promise it'll be happier. I'm sorry, but
the as far as the future of the show, I mean, Dicey Waters definitely has like an endpoint in mind. I'm the one who's going to run the end of Dicey Waters, and I can tell you it is not figured out yet. I'm very much leaning on what each of these DMs do in their unique adventures. I think that's about it. We wanted to give you the thank you. I think we've tripped over those words many times.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much. It is incredibly meaningful. The other three who couldn't be here in this recording, they echo the same sentiment. As far as engagement, again, adding us, you can get your name in the show. Any submissions you give to us, we will consider. Stuff that doesn't make it, we'll put in these Fifth Wednesday apps. Fan art is something we'd love to see. And as far as reviews, as the reviews pour in and stuff, I would love to read that shit on the air. So people say such nice things.
Or just really funny things.
One review from Legati on Apple Podcasts. I'm going to summarize it because it's a couple paragraphs. Fun podcast, different structure. Love that it jumps in without a backstory. And bless you all for character voices and effort towards sound design. It makes a difference in feeling like a quality production. It's wonderful, and that makes me want to do even more stuff. J.M. Moss says the show is a lot of fun. Those are both 5-star reviews. Look, we're making progress. We haven't even asked him to do it yet. And on Podbean, where we host the show, Taldara Prime has posted a bunch of comments, but my favorite is, I love that Edmund sounds like a nice Bane. As a big fan of those Batman movies, that one tickled me just a little bit. But we love stuff like that, and we're going to try to keep shouting it out as you guys send stuff our way. You could even leave a very mean Yelp-style review. Just keep it 5 stars, because that's what matters. But yeah, you can. We are your puppets. We will say whatever you want. I'm not committing to that. That sounds that could be taken advantage
you might
of.
Put your foot in your mouth there. No, put your dice in your mouth, actually.
Put your... We'd love to keep hearing from you as far as credits and stuff like that. We don't really ever read the credits on the show. Let's give credit where due. This is all in the show notes, so you can see it every time. The show is edited by Matt Canavan here.
Hey.
Who does a bang-up job whittling down hours of recordings into a digestible hour.
I gotta say, listening to you guys for hours on end, Could be worse.
Oh, that's sweet.
Could be better, but it could be worse.
It could definitely be better. Matt does the editing. I do the audio design. Our cast is myself, Colin Ketchen, and we have Matt Canavan as Maeve. Ryan Mossbarger plays Colt the Bone Master. Josh Palumbo plays Edmund Blackwood. Patrick Brehm plays Locke, the Dragonborn with inconsistent vocal... yes, inconsistent wings and vocal affectations. And that's the whole crew. That's all of us doing this thing, and we all appreciate everything that you do for us. As we wrap up, I'm just going to zip through all the means of engagement we're committing to. At DicePopuli on Twitter and Instagram to submit a name for use on the show. If you have fan art you want to share, social media is a great place for that too. We'll probably just repost it because we love it. If you have any questions, items, or one-shots even to submit, send those to us at dicepopuli@gmail.com. Or if you go to dicepopuli.com, there's a little email form at the bottom of the page. Both work fine. And on the 5th Wednesday of the month, whenever it happens, we're going to use that to shout out those submissions and answer those questions and just give you an update on the show. All this information is going to be in the show notes for this episode and on dicepopuli.com. And remember, Apple Podcast reviews. If you don't listen on Apple Podcasts, you can also just go to the website and plop it in there if you want to pump up those rookie numbers. But if we get 75 of those by the end of November, we will commit to putting out the adventure PDF, and then next time that we start an engagement campaign, we'll have a new reward announced for you as well.
And it might be good.
It might be very, very good. Just okay. All right, so thank you once again.
Really, again, like this is what, the positive feedback is what keeps us going here. And, from the bottom of all of our hearts, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Share it with your friends if you think that they will like it. And if you think that they won't like it, we can't be held responsible for however you force it into their brains.
Rate, comment, subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button. Hey, listeners, I hope that you enjoyed this episode because it sounds a lot better after editing.
Oh, yeah. No, this shambly mess over here.
All right. We will be back next week with Chapter 9, continuing the story of It Came in the Night. After that, we'll do an above board before we pivot into a new story arc called Trouble in Paradise. Thanks for everything. You are wonderful. Motherfucker. Every time. That's the credits music. I'm not putting in real music. I'm putting in that.
I forgot the last bit. ComedyGeekingProgram.com.
I hate this. I hate everything.
Come and geek